ULD specialist 365 days every year.
Hello, it's Heiner Siegmund reporting from Munich's trade fair Transport Logistics from the world's smallest beer garden. I'm from CargoForwarder, the leading air freight online service. Next to me are sitting Harald Zielinski, Head of Environment and Security at Lufthansa Cargo, and Tim Holderer, Senior First Officer of Lufthansa Cargo. Harald, you get the Boeing 777 freighter, the 777 freighter, in a couple of months. What does this mean in respect of the environmental impact?
First of all, we are glad to have this machine with us in Lufthansa Cargo pretty soon. And the biggest challenge for our colleagues to fly this aircraft and for the aircraft itself to perform will be a reduction of CO2 by maybe up to 25% in operations. I guess this is the first topic and the most important topic for us from the environmental perspective to use this aircraft. Others are following soon, I guess Tim will explain, but this is the topic number one from the environmental side.
There's a lot of protests around Frankfurt Airport from neighbors because they complain about noise, they complain about emissions, etc. Do you think that this could sort of lower the conflict with the neighbors? Because I guess you want to be a good neighbor, Lufthansa Cargo, aren't you?
I'm living downtown Frankfurt since more than 50 years now, and to be honest, I understand people got disturbed by noise. But honestly, it did not increase that much as may some people claim at the moment. But without new aircrafts, we wouldn't be able to reduce the noise, and this is our biggest target. Yes, of course, we like to reduce noise pollution, and we like to be a good neighbor, and we are a good one, and we like to continue to be a good one.
Tim, you are the first officer, or one of the first officers at Lufthansa Cargo. Are you going to fly this aircraft?
I might fly off one of these aircrafts, in a couple of years maybe. For the time being, I'm flying on the MD-11, which I'm really happy about. We are now starting to train the first pilots actually to fly the 777. We're expecting the first two aircraft already this year in October and November. We will train 20 pilots for each of the airplanes, and the first captains will be training captains so that they can train the other pilots as well.
Although you don't fly this plane yet, you got the specifics. Is it easier to fly a 777 compared to the MD-11? Is it more difficult? What is your impression?
I would say it's different. Every plane has its own characteristics. The MD-11 is known to be a rather challenging aircraft. The 777 is told to be a little easier to fly. What I hear from the colleagues that are already flying it and have trained in the simulator, they are very happy with it. They say it's a very easy and very smooth aircraft to fly, and it's very comfortable to handle and a nice place to work in.
What about the performance, the key performance data? If you compare the 777 freighter with the MD-11, where's the main differences?
The main difference is that it has a higher payload capacity, so we can load up to 103 tons of cargo into the 777, and with this maximum load we can fly all the way from Frankfurt non-stop to Hong Kong. So the big advantage, and that's where the efficiency comes in, is that you can fly with maximum payload almost 12 hours of airtime, and that lets you fly non-stop from Frankfurt to Hong Kong, for example.
Harald, did you book already a first flight on the first aircraft that's going to be delivered, I think, in October?
I won't have the opportunity to be on board the very first flight, but I will take the opportunity as soon as possible to be on board. But one important thing is, to be honest, we are still flying MD-11 for the future as well, which is a very good aircraft too. I'm keen to see the 777. I'm keen to see the development, but just to avoid any misunderstandings, also the MD-11 is a statement for the environment. It's an older aircraft, but definitely reliable, a workhorse, and will be in our fleet as well. And even with the MD-11, we do everything to reduce CO2 emissions, noise reduction, and whatever is needed to become a good neighbor with our neighborhood, wherever it is. Our neighborhood as an airline is not only Frankfurt, our neighborhood is in Johannesburg as well as in New York.
It's the world. The neighbor is the world. Gentlemen, thanks very much for this interview here in this small beer garden without any beer, but this could follow up soon.
There's an airplane flying overhead.
That's right. It's a 777 just above us. Thank you for this interview. Okay.
Did it work well?
Your ULD specialist, 365 days every year.